universe is a pot of soup, and I'm going to prove it to you as I cook a traditional Ukrainian borscht. I'll boil some water, add a few carrots, a bit of potatoes, and my favorite, beetroot. Just like this pot, the universe is also filled with soups. You and I, and even the entire Earth, are its floating ingredients. In reality, though, the universe is filled with many of these soups simultaneously, which we call quantum fields. They all have different flavors. One is really dense and sticky, making everything inside it feel heavy. The other is extremely thin, so something like light can travel through it freely. Now here's the cool part. By default, those fields have energy, as our soup is constantly boiling. It means that on subatomic scales, there is an entire ocean of energy wobbling here and there. These wobbles in the fields are particles, virtual particles. The difference between them and the real particles is that they just exist for a tiny fraction of a second. So we don't have time to detect them. We can, however, pretty much detect their effects on our world. Say, I want to add bananas to my borscht. Obviously, the chef nearby will try to stop me because they just don't go together. A similar thing happens on the quantum scale. For instance, you want to make some electrons. The closer you move them together, the more virtual particles appear and try to repel them, what we experience as the electromagnetic force. In fact, every fundamental interaction that governs how we live is mediated by these virtual particles of different quantum fields. So, next time you ponder about the dynamics of the universe, just remember, it's a pot of soup. Speaking of which, our borscht is ready.